Welcome to EVE Online, a Major Freak. And while my alt is draining the FOBs capacitor so I can have fun during the op, this isn't needed. I have 3 shacks with excellent implants for the job. Talisman, lower the cycle time of cap transfers, and that helps with the cap. Plus I have really good cap batteries, 2 of them, 3 of them actually, sorry, which absolutely lowers the amount of cap being drained by the FOB, which is pretty huge. So I even if I've got 3 Ashimus on field and the FOB going at me, it's kind of dicey. Especially with 3 Ashimus, but it rarely happens. And it's fun. It gets the job done. 15 minutes, bam, move on to the next FOB. But if you want to actually enjoy yourself, have fun, while you're waiting for the FOB to drain, if you're normally what happens most of the time, I've got my scout to the FOB, docked at an NPC, into a pod, warp, get a bookmark at least 1500 clicks away from the FOB as it's warping in, get that down, test it, start draining the FOB, and by the time my guys get there, it's already been 50 minutes because, you know, I'm just doing other stuff and etc. And there you go, all set up, and I just warp on in with my folks and not really give a thought to, say, the hauler and its response fleet. But since I've just started draining the FOB, I thought might as well get my probes out and go find the hauler, hopefully. Oh, whoopsie. Well, and the miners. Because I've got 12 minutes to do it until it gets drained. So let's try that again. Lol. So there. At least there's not a lot of asteroid belts in this one. Oh, there we go. Is there a HCO? Yeah, I do see a foundry. So, oh, and they're both ventures. Okay, so it's going to be a toss-up, really. Oh, mining hauler. Hell yes, sir. If I can get my guys to warp in on those guys as the hauler's there, we've got a chance to find the hauler at the safe spot that they warp to as the response fleet engages the shacks. Damn, it worked off. Alrighty. So yeah, it normally takes a turnaround time of about 15 minutes for the hauler. So if you're lucky, don't waste your time. It seriously, the chances are low that you're going to get a skin off the hauler. Very, very, very low chance that you get an orca skin. But yeah. Anyways, so that's my thinking. It's don't waste your time. I've waited for it before just to test things out, but it's just seriously not worth it. Don't bother. Yeah, we missed our chance for it, but matter. Roll the dice. Don't sweat it. Now I moved. I also wanted to talk about the squads. You need 3 squads. 1 for your scouts, and I've got these in ships with points, and the best one is the Algos because I can get 2 points and an afterburner, and then drones and blasters. It's great. So I've got a backup. It's on a laptop, and it's a shite laptop. So that entity is just basically just to sit by on grid and get 30 million because everybody on grid gets 30 million, approximate. Once you start getting around 10 people and plus, it starts to lower, but on the grand scheme of things, everybody's winning. So the reason I have 3 squads is, one is the combat team that'll warp to the rats, and then as I'm warping them to the rats, I'll get Seneche back in the squad later so she can warp back to Major Domo. No, nothing yet. And the second one is my Rook team that deals with any multiples of augurers in the defense fleet that warp in, or the Inquisitors for the response fleet. Usually it's Inquisitors, but it's like, meh, I don't really worry about it that much at all. And the third one, this one, yeah, the warp in on top of any battleships to point them. They're annoying when they decide to warp off. They like to snipe at 100 clicks, so it's best to point them down if you're going to deal with them at all. They're fun to blow up. They're satisfying, but honestly, all this is redundant, because your main task is 15 minutes, blap the structure, move on, find the next one. And if you drag it out, say for 15 minutes, dealing with the response fleet for the haulers and the miners, and then going after the miners and all that stuff, you're wasting time. That means your 15 minutes of, I've got 8 times 30, so that's 240. That's $250 million, right? In 15 minutes, that's great. That's $1 billion an hour, right? But if I start dicking around like this, it starts spreading out the time. I don't need to drain the FOB. That's taking time. I don't need to hunt down the response fleet and the haulers. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that starts adding up, and all of a sudden you could be down to making the effect of $250 million every hour. So it's not that attractive, and I've got the potential to just ram these through as fast as I can. So this is just letting you guys know it's not necessary. But every once in a while you get bored and you're just like, I'm tired of just crushing the FOB and moving on. And I can crush the FOB right here. It doesn't matter how many crews are on the field. I can just align, hit F8. I'm out of their point range. I usually, what I do now is I have my eye on the FOB wreck, and I just watch my guys MJD, and as soon as I see them disappear, then I switch, because it's really hard to tell when you've finished warping. MJDing. So, and I've screwed up a couple of times with my guys not actually MJDing altogether, and I warp off to get as a squad, and one guy's left behind. So I'll definitely, that's what I do. And then, yeah, it doesn't matter how many crews, you're aligned to a Celestial. You get your squad leader to warp you to that Celestial, and you're off grid and done. And you don't need to worry about any of the rats. You don't have to kill any of them. But, it's satisfying to kill them. It's not... It actually lowers... Like, if I'm using my other entities to do all this stuff, it might be fun, but it's actually lowering my ISK per hour. It's pretty funny. But it's fun. So, that's all that matters, Having fun. It's a game. Alright. So, let's see if that hauler's there. I'm yapping my face off. I didn't actually see it appear, so I don't know what's going on. This is probably the Ducia. Yeah, they're probably Ducia. So, I'll just warp them there. Go say hi. Oops. I forgot to hit flag exempt. Now, where were the others? They're over here somewhere, weren't they? Just in case they're Ducia. Alright, 4 adventures. Oh, sorry. 6 ventures. How we doing? Blood Raiders, sweet. And they're going to take off instantly. It's almost impossible to tag them. And when you're doing this, set up your RR first so the rats don't go straight for your drones. I lost a drone recently to that. What do we got? Oh, the usual. Sometimes you'll get battleships and stuff, and sometimes you'll get omens and augurs. It's pretty interesting. But most of it, the role you get is curs, executioners, inquisitors, so... But it's really weird. It's like, I don't understand sometimes, well, what's going through the minds of the inquisitors. Because it's like, wait, why did you just starburst? You guys don't typically start. It's like, why are you starbursting? It's like, why is it the one thing? You know? What's going on? It's so fascinating. It's like, what the heck? Normally I'm busy setting up my remote reps that I don't really notice what's happening with the Inquisitors. So this is the first time I've actually seen them starburst. And I'm like, what? But the other guys don't. Like, the response fleet doesn't starburst at all. It's so bizarre. It's a hard thing to wrap my brain around. I should be able to take them out. Probably won't need a Rook to come help. Alright, launch drones. I've got my remote rep. I don't have to worry about them getting blapped. And let's see what we can do about these Inquisitors. Did I get my tags set properly? Yes, I did. Good. Yeah, I have to click on that. It's weird. You can't click on that. You have to click on the overview. And get myself into squad position. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You have to be this. You could be any squad leader to do tags. All right, one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't click here and go. No, you can't. Oh, look, a normal asteroid belt spawn.
Hi. My family's all in a tizzy because I guess.
Warp drive active. Warp drive. Warp drive. Warp drive active.